Every era at some point believes the same thing. This time, we've really figured it out. Money, markets, and risk. We think it won't be like before anymore. We believe we're smarter, that we know more, and that we won't repeat the mistakes of the past. We have charts, models, new concepts. Everything looks more orderly, more controlled. But history is very patient. Because no matter how much things change, one thing always stays the same. Humans. Human behavior. Fears, hopes, joys, greed, denial. And above all, the ability to deceive ourselves. The phrase, "this time is different," always sounds convincing. Because the people saying it are usually not ill-intentioned. On the contrary, they are often very smart, confident, well-educated, and sincerely convinced. And yet, this sentence has led to the same place for centuries. In the 1600s, people thought tulip bulbs were no longer just flowers. In the 1920s, radio companies felt like the future itself. In the 1990s, the internet. In the 2000s, housing prices. The names changed. The script didn't. The real problem isn't believing the wrong things. The problem is that some beliefs make us feel good. Take the idea of constant growth, for example. Once progress begins, we assume it will never stop. As if growth were not a result, but a law of nature. When something goes wrong, we don't question the belief. We question the obstacle. We say, a hiccup, a temporary situation, a small correction, a little more debt, a little more flexibility, a little more time. The pain doesn't disappear. It's just postponed. Over time, systems become complex, and we confuse complexity with safety. When we see risk being broken into pieces, modeled, distributed, we think it has disappeared. In reality, it has usually just become invisible. When no one fully understands everything, everyone feels more comfortable. And when comfort arrives, attention fades. There is also this very powerful belief: someone must be in control. Central banks, institutions, experts. We assume there is a cockpit somewhere with a capable person sitting in it, because believing that keeps the system running. Trust really is a powerful fuel. But control is not always as clear as we think. Decisions are made under pressure. Information is incomplete. Politics is always involved. What looks like control often just buys time. Meanwhile, the costs accumulate. We pull the future into the present with debt. We quietly reduce the burden through inflation. We spread losses through bailouts. All of this whispers the same thing to us. We don't have to pay the price now. But history never misses this. The bill always comes due. And it's usually not shared equally. Some get out early, some wake up in time, and some carry the weight of others' decisions even though they did everything right. The most dangerous moment is not the collapse. The most dangerous moment is when everyone believes everything is under control. Because at that point, warnings become annoying. Skeptics are labeled backward. Talking about the past seems outdated, yet the real problem is not ignorance. It's forgetfulness. After every crisis, we take precautions. We set rules. We say, never again. But as time passes, those rules start to feel like a burden. Newcomers haven't lived through the old fears. They see the rewards, not the wounds. And slowly, the cycle returns. Today, everything is faster. Information is more abundant. Technology is more powerful. But the minds making the decisions are still the same. Short-term gains are still persuasive. Rising prices still look like value. Complexity still looks like intelligence. Information doesn't always protect us. Sometimes it just makes us bolder. The truth is this: No system can rise above the nature of the people who run it. The problem is rarely no one knew. The real problem is we knew, but we'll deal with it later. History doesn't tell us the future, but it shows us ourselves. And the clearest thing it shows is this. People are very willing to trade long-term resilience for short-term comfort. Financial freedom is not about timing the market. It's about recognizing where the illusions are, accepting that nothing is permanent, understanding that systems run on incentives, not intentions, and perhaps most importantly, being able to say this sincerely. We're not different either. The past isn't behind us. It's beneath us, and it quietly reshapes the ground we walk on. If this gave you a new perspective, don't forget to subscribe. History has answers for you, and I'll show you where to find them.